In this video, we'll be taking apart the Fossibot F106 Pro. If you're interested in seeing more videos like this, make sure you subscribe and click on the notification bell so you'll be notified once I upload a new video. Also, if you need any tools, there are links in the description. First, we'll need to remove the SIM tray. Looking at the SIM tray, we can see a red rubber gasket around it. Now we need to use a hairdryer or a heat gun to apply heat to the screen to loosen up the adhesive underneath, and then a pry tool can be used to pry the screen off. The adhesive or glue holding the screen down is extremely strong, so it'll take a lot of heat, time, patience, and some isopropyl alcohol to pry this screen off. I prefer to use a hairdryer since there's less of a chance of damaging any of the components inside by overheating them. There's a single Phillips screw which needs to be removed that is holding down the cover for the screen connector. The screen cable cannot be disconnected from the main board. And here's a look at the back of the screen. Now there are 16 Phillips screws which are holding the mid plate down. Here's the mid plate. There's also a thermal pad behind the mid plate which helps transfer heat away from the processor. Now the battery cable can be disconnected, followed by the rest of the cables. The coaxial cable can be disconnected by just popping it off. Also, this flex cable connects the main board to the subboard. In order to remove the battery, there's a pull pouch provided to help you pry the battery off. This is the 12,000 mAh battery, which is basically 3 4,000 mAh batteries put together to operate as one. There are 5 Phillips screws which are holding down the main board. Taking a look at the main board, we can see the 16 megapixel front-facing camera, the proximity sensor next to that, some graphite film over the shield to help transfer heat, as well as the processor. On the back, we can see additional graphite film to help transfer heat, as well as the SIM and memory card reader. And the front-facing camera connector can be disconnected by just popping it off. There are another 6 Phillips screws on the top which need to be removed. There is also some adhesive holding this down, so you're going to have to apply some heat from the back side, and then pry the assembly off. Taking a look at this assembly, we see the 48 megapixel primary camera, as well as the 20 megapixel night vision camera. Next to that is the LED flash, as well as the night vision lights. We can also see the large speaker underneath. And this is the camping light, which is on the back. The NFC antenna is located on the lower portion of the phone. There are 5 Phillips screws which are holding down the subboard. Here's a look at the subboard. The charger port is located in the center. The vibrator motor is located on the bottom corner, which is held down with some adhesive. As for the primary microphone, it's held in place with a cure-in-place gasket. The same goes for the earpiece speaker, which is located on top, as well as the flex cables for the buttons, which are routed through the frame. So if you needed to replace those buttons, you would also have to remove the 4 T5 or Torx 5 screws on either side of the phone, in addition to the metal plates. As for the camera lens covers and the camping light cover, those are held down with some adhesive. To replace those, you just have to apply some heat and pry them off. So you won't need to take apart the phone to replace those. For the repairability score on this phone, I give it a 4 out of 10. Now it's time to put the phone back together. Once everything's back in place, apply new adhesive and reapply the screen. Power on the phone, and you're done. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.